Muy bien. Y buenos días, buenos días. Espero que todos estén bien. I hope you are all well. Vamos a tener nuestra lección de hoy. Vamos a enfocar, focus. My teenage students used to love that word because they thought it sounded like a dirty word, and it's not. Enfocar. Vamos a enfocar en dos o tres temas. Primero, en describir una cosa. So if you prepped a little thing, and remember, it can be any old thing to talk about. Maybe you might need a minute to get up and grab that thing if you want to use it as a prop. Something to talk about very briefly. This is not a term paper. I don't expect you to stand and talk for 5 whole minutes about one thing. Just a few comments. Es práctica, nada más. Okay. Segundo tema, second theme, es el pasatiempos, nuestros pasatiempos, our hobbies, right? Okay. Y número 3, tema número 3, el tercero, the third one. We had a suggestion of, shoot, I'm very confused of when I use el, la, los, las, when I don't use el, la, los, las. And we're going to talk about that a little bit and give you some tips. You will be getting some videos to watch after, like as homework items, okay, on that. Because there's a really excellent video on this thing of el, la, los, las, when to use it, when not. It is all in Spanish, so it might be tough for you to listen to, and it is too long for me to do during our session. But it's good. Actually, it's good listening practice. Even if you don't understand all of it, you will get the gist if you watch it later on as a homework lesson. So I am going to include a link for that. I'm going to do one little quick reminder before we start actual lesson, and that is, if you did not get the book, we do not follow this lockstep. Oh, today we're on page 5, tomorrow we're going to do 7th grade. If you don't have this yet, it would be a good idea to get it as a reference, because it's mainly useful for us as a point of reference. And I will refer to, some pages here and there during class. If you cannot afford to get it, no big deal. If you need, like next week with the pages we will wind up using, if you can't get the book, or, for whatever reason, just don't feel like getting the book, just let me know privately. It's not a big deal. And I'll send you the little pages that you would need for next week. So, never feel self-conscious. And sometimes nowadays when we order things, they do not come as fast as they used to. We know that. The mail is not what it was in terms of fast delivery, because we live in weird times. Vale, bueno, vamos a comenzar. Vamos a empezar y voy a compartir. We're going to talk about those phrases next word. Voy a compartir. I'm going to share un repaso, más o menos. I'm going to share a little review so that you know what we're focusing on, so you can kind of keep it in mind. What we're focusing on with this first talk about a thing. Exercise. ¿Y dónde está el botón? Aquí está el botón. Here is my little button. Vale. Todos pueden ver. Everybody can see that? Exacto, sí. We're working, and we're always working on this. This whole idea of breaking things into chunks rather than translate one word and the next word and the next word. letting things run together in chunks. So the chunks of words that we're thinking about this time, because we're describing a thing, are these chunks that focus more on word order patterns, things that relate to the noun. Things that relate to the noun, all right? Just so you can kind of have it in the back of your mind. So we're focusing on, first of all, always getting vocabulary that's appropriate. If I'm going to describe a noun, you know, get the right noun, and then kind of focus on any article or possessive. Possessive just means my, your, his, her, our, who it belongs to. Making sure the article and the adjectives relate, correspond to that noun, okay? So it'll look like this: las mujeres hermosas. Las mujeres hermosas, literally those women beautifuls. Yeah, all right, because that's the weird thing with Spanish. We've got this gender and plural or singular issue going on with descriptive words. Mis hijos preciosos, my cute kids, my's cutes, my's children's cutes. Yeah, but you know, right, that's not how we would say it in English. Okay. Most adjectives follow the nouns they talk about, most, because that isn't true for all. That's something we'll talk about this summer, by the way, one of the topics. A lot of adjectives. If an adjective, here's a good rule of thumb, and it's not like a rule you have to memorize. Any adjective that paints a really vivid picture of what that thing looks like, that adjective usually will follow the noun, you know. So instead of red light in English, light red. Because red gives you a definite mental, you know, it paints a picture. If I just say a new light bulb, new doesn't so much paint a picture. If I say an old light bulb, it doesn't so much paint a picture. You know, even a lot of times just that really generic description, bueno, isn't that bueno good. That's kind of vague. But things that paint a picture, they tell you a color, they tell you a characteristic of a person that's a really, you know, like if you see a talkative person, in your mind, you can see somebody, blah, 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 right? With that word talkative. Any adjective that paints a picture in your brain, it will follow the noun. Okay. And the other thing I want you to keep in mind is if you talk about what something is made out of, that kind of breaks that pattern of noun-adjective agreement. Because when I talk about what something is made out of, it uses the word de and then the material, which is no longer an adjective. It's a noun. And you'll see what I mean because I'm going to use an example in my little spiel, okay? So, de madera, we have wooden, right? They don't. They've got de madera, of wood. And that word madera will not become masculine, feminine, because madera is a noun. And it is a feminine noun, and it is what it is. We have to leave it alone. De metal, something made out of metal. De plata, something made out of silver. De cerámica, made out of ceramic. We just say ceramic. We can say made out of ceramic, you know, but de cerámica, de oro, de plástico. And those kind of constructions, de with a material, a substance, they stay constant. They will not change form, like these words we had in this example of hermosas or preciosos. Okay? Bien? Okay. So we're focusing right now on this adjective, article, the word for the or okay. Voy a empezar con mi ejemplo. Voy a empezar con mi ejemplo. Y mi ejemplo, voy a escribir mi ejemplo aquí en platicar. I'm going to type it in the chat box. La caja, caja, C-A-J-A, C-A-J-A, la caja. It doesn't get a whole lot simpler than describing box, right? Okay. Voy a describir la caja. La caja es una cosa, la caja es una cosa que nosotros usamos todo el tiempo, cada día usamos una caja. Las cajas son útiles. Las cajas son muy útiles. Esta caja, this box, esta caja es una caja verde y blanca, una caja verde y blanca. Es una caja de té para beber, ¿no? Entonces, esta caja es de cartón. Esta caja es muy útil porque podemos comprar comida en una caja. Podemos comprar en el supermercado comida en una caja de cartón. Es muy útil. Pero las cajas no siempre están o son de una material. Por ejemplo, hay cajas de metal. Es una caja, no es de comida, es una caja de CDs y es una caja de CDs o CDs de El Green. Muy bien, entonces una caja, esta caja es de metal, no es de cartón, es de metal y tiene CDs de música. Tiene CDs, es una caja azul de metal. Tengo otra caja. Es mi caja favorita. Esta caja es mi caja favorita. Es mi caja que yo compré esta caja en España hace muchos años. Esta caja tiene 30 años. ¿Ok? Es una caja de madera. Y es muy útil para poner monedas, para poner cajas postales. Hay dinero. Tengo dinero de Canadá. ¿Por qué? No sé. Ok. Pero es una caja marrón, pero de muchos colores de madera de España, que yo compré en España. Caja, nada más. ¿Quién quiere empezar? Who wants to start? Una persona valiente, a brave person. Okay.
I'll start.
Dale. Continúa.
Así que esta es una aguja de ganchillo.
¡Oh!
Aguja de ganchillo.
¡Ajá!
Las agujas de ganchillo tienen muchos colores. Verde, roja, oro, azul. Ellas también tienen muchos tamaños. Tamaños.
Sizes.
Pequeños y muy grandes.
Muy grandes.
Se hacen de aluminio, pero pueden ser de plástico a veces. Los uso con hilo para hacer muchas cosas.
Ok. Hiciste bien, ¿sí? Para hilo, for thread or yarn, ¿verdad? ¿Sí? Teñir. Es el pasatiempos favorito de mi suegra, de mi suegra y de mi cuñada, my sister-in-law and my mother-in-law. Exacto. Muy bien, gracias. Ok, ¿quién más? ¿Quién? El próximo. Bien, ok. A ver, ok. Sí. Trish, por favor.
I'll try to pronounce it. Oh, can you see it? Okay.
Sí, sí.
Don't bark. Esta es mi botella de agua. Está hecha de metal y la cima es plástico. My dog, sorry. Es rosada y verde azulada. Altogether, la agave.
Oh, perdón, pobre.
I don't know what to do. Should I come back? I'll speak fast, or is it too loud?
Sí, 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 está bien, está bien.
Agara, it holds 24 onzas de agua y está aislado y el hielo hace derretirse. Digo, no hace derretirse.
Ok, no, está bien. No te preocupes, don't worry.
Sorry.
Así es la vida. No. Bien, ok, vale. When we talk about the top of a thing, so here's a little vocabulary lesson. When we talk about like a lid, you know, or a covering, anything that covers. So like the top of your water bottle would be called this. I'm going to put it in the chat box here. La tapa. La tapa it's a cover. And, you know, because that's the lid or the cover for your water bottle. La botella tiene una tapa. La botella tiene una tapa. Bien? Okay? And we're going to learn these little tweaks that we use with vocabulary as we move along. That's fine. Pero botella. I am going to put another word down in the chat box because botella es una palabra, es apropiada. It's an appropriate word, okay? Botella. There is another word I'm going to type in the chat box. La cantimplora, it looks almost like canteen. And it does mean that. Cantimplora is kind of a special vocabulary word that means a water bottle. You know, a bottle that you only use when you take with you on a hike or camping. It's a specialized word, but where we live, because this is a word that we use a lot in Arizona, a lot of us carry this with us all the time. Throughout the summer, it's a great word for you to know. La cantimplora. Cantimplora. It's almost like canteen, but you know, it's tweaked, right? La cantimplora. And everybody knows that's not like a bottle of wine or a bottle of olive oil. That's a water bottle. But again, circumlocution. If you don't know that particular cantimplora word, or you can't remember that cantimplora word, it's always good to circumlocution, go back to the simple word botella, and then just tell what's in it. Botella de agua. Nada más. Bien, fantástico. ¿Quién? El próximo, la próxima. The next. Somebody read.
Can you hear me?
Sí.
Okay, I'll
Empieza.
go next. I don't know why you can hear me.
Sí.
Okay.
Todo está bien.
Okay. Esta es una tetera.
Es una tetera.
es de color blanco y de porcelana. Me gusta usar para hacer de verde y de negro.
Exacto. ¿Para qué sirve? What's it for? Es para servir, es para hacer, making it, ¿sí? Es para hacerte y es para servir el té también. Magnífico. Excelente.
I have a question. When I say it made from porcelain, do I use hecho de porcelana or just de porcelain?
Sí, hecho de porcelana. Hecho de porcelana. Hecho de porcelana, made. Hecho just means made. The de is of. And then we put in our material. So I'm putting it in the chat box here. Hecho de porcelana. Now, because it's a tetera, because it's a teapot, and tetera is a feminine, okay? I would say something like this. La tetera. Ooh, I need to switch to my Spanish keyboard. Está, perdón, está hecha. Oh, I need to change that word. Está hecha is made out of. So I need to change it from an hecho to an hecha. Why that is a little complicated, but hecha is actually acting kind of as an adjective there. Está hecha de porcelana. But porcelana is not feminine because of tetera. Porcelana is just porcelana, it's just feminine. So that always is. And de, you're saying, I'm going to tell what material it's made out of, right? So people know that's coming when they listen to you. La tetera está hecha de, is made out of, está hecha de. So the chunk word that we're looking at there, or the chunk phrase, is está hecha de. Está hecha de, and then your material, right?
All right, thank you.
Por ejemplo, la caja está hecha, and it's la caja, so I need to have hecha there also. La caja está hecha de madera. ¿Ok? La caja está hecha de cartón. Nada más. ¿Bien?
So itchy.
Fantástico. ¿Quién quiere continuar? Who wants to keep going?
I can go.
Bueno, Maddie.
I can go, but I didn't choose something old. Is it okay?
Everything is okay.
Okay, I choose
Todo está
this.
bien.
I choose this. And esto es una planta de orquídeas. Las flores son de color blanco. Que la maceta es de cerámica, pues no estoy seguro de ello. La orquídea es mi flor favorita en todos los colores.
Okay.
That's it?
Sí, está bien. Ok. Voy a escribir la palabra porque es una palabra difícil. This is a hard word to pronounce. Whoop, I came in halfway, perdón. Momentito. La orquídea. La orquídea. Es difícil pronunciar esta flor. La flor se llama, the flower is called. La flor se llama la orquídea. And that accent mark there is important only in that you know you have to punch, give more emphasis to the key, right? The key syllable in the middle. It's not Orquídea. We always say orchid. Ah.
Mhm.
En inglés, el énfasis es distinto, right? Okay. Pero en español, orquídea. Orquídea. Okay. And now, because we have white in both of these, instead of de color, think a little bit more, just leave it a little simpler. Instead of putting in de with the color, la orquídea blanca. La orquídea blanca. La tetera blanca. Okay, bien. Sometimes we need de with a color. You can do it. Somebody will totally understand that, you know, they, but much easier to just omit the de. La tetera blanca, la flor o la orquídea blanca. ¿Bien?
Mhm.
Ok, bien. Fantástico. ¿Quién? Who? ¿Quién quiere continuar? Ok, vale, sí.
Tengo un picador de verdura.
Oh, un picador, a chopper.
Ajá.
Lo uso para cortar vegetales. Lo uso todos los días para hacer ensaladas.
Ah, bien. Es buen aparato. A good gadget. Oh, perdón.
Lo compré en Amazon por $20.
$20. Es una ganga. It's a bargain. Es una ganga. Es una ganga. Es una ganga. It's a bargain.
Ganga.
Ganga. Es una ganga.
That's gangster.
Bien. Un picador. Picar es chop, 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 chop. Picar es el verbo. Cortar, sí. Picar es como cortar. So, now, interesting, you could have said es para cortar. You could have said es para cortar. It's for cutting. And that would not have been incorrect. But picar is a little more specific, so it was a great word to use. Picar, because that's more, instead of just cut, chop. See, picar.
That's why they call it picador.
Picador, the D-O-R at the end, the D-O-R at the end tells you the thing that does picar. D-O-R at the end says it does this job. The front part of the sentence tells the action it's doing. Picar is con cuchillo, ¿no? Bien. Un picador de vegetales. ¿De vegetales o de legumbres? We've got a few words for
verduras. What is different?
Verduras, sí. Verduras también. Sí, de verduras.
Only the greens?
Verduras, sí. Vale. Es fantástico. Bien. Bien hecho. Magnífico. ¿Quién quiere continuar? Ah, bien. Bueno.
Okay.
¿Cómo estás?
Una
¡Ah! ¡Es una vaca!
vaca.
Esta no es una vaca real, es una tetera de metal y un poco plástica.
Ah,
Sus
qué preciosa.
colores son negra y blanca, con un poco rosada y plata.
Bueno.
También la tiene una pequeña cola negra.
Una pequeña cola negra, qué fantástico. Una pequeña cola negra. A little black tail. Ah, me gusta.
La campanilla de vaca timbra de verdad.
Ah, suena así. Tiene una campanilla. Campanilla es little bell.
No uso esta tetera porque no bebo té.
¿Quién usa la tetera?
Pero me gusta la mirar.
Ah,
Nuestra decoración de cocina se parece una granja. Entonces, esta tetera combina muy bien.
bien, ok, vale, sí. Excelente.
Es
Elegiste bien, you chose well. Es una cosa interesante. Okay, we're going to take one little thing here. And I'm typing it in the chat box here. And I have to think differently when I have my Spanish keyboard on because some of the keys are in different places. Instead of la tiene, and I know what you meant was it has. Me equivoco o no? Am I wrong about that or not? I heard in the middle, la tiene, it has. But we can't really quite use it that way to say it has. La, that can mean it, besides meaning the. La can mean it. But if you want to say it has, here's one of those odd situations where we cannot translate word for word. If I want to say it has, I cannot use la to mean it. I just say tiene, and the it is understood. So here's the, how can I put this very succinctly? If you want to say it, first of all, you haven't really learned how to do that yet, but okay. If you're using it as the subject of the sentence, and I'll give you an example, because that's a grammar ease, like it is black, it is red, it has a handle, it has a kachina. In all of those examples, it is the subject. When we use it as a subject in Spanish, we don't even use the word it. It completely disappears. It's gone. We just use the verb. It's odd. You cannot do that in English, but in Spanish, they do that all the time. So that of course will beg the question, when the heck do I need the word it? You will need the word it, and you don't need it yet this week. You do need the word it if you want to say it as the object of a sentence. If it is the subject, it holds coffee. It is used for writing. If it's the subject of a sentence, it just isn't even expressed. You just use a singular verb, tiene, okay? Or whatever the verb is. When I use it as the object, then I need to have a word it in there. So for example, por ejemplo, si alguien me dice, if somebody says to me, oh, take it. Now, it is not the subject. It is talking about the pen, and it is an object because you, the person I'm talking to, you're receiving this thing. Then that word it will become a word. And it'll become either lo, not el, lo, la, los, or las, but that's a subject for another. Or por ejemplo, la taza, the cup. Do you have it? Do you have it?
Lo tiene.
It is talking about related to the word have, right? Do you have it? Then that word it will become an actual word. La tienes, do you have it? I'm getting ahead of myself. But what I want you to do is don't get in the habit of saying it has and putting a word for it in. just the has. And that's a hard thing for us to get out of because in English, not done that way. We need the word it. We don't need that word it when it is the subject of a sentence. Okay. Bien. Fantástico. All kinds of little side tangent things, but that's good because we learn little things here and there. ¿Quién tiene? ¿Quién tiene uno? Ah, Carlos. Carlos.
Mute. Twinkies.
Oh, perdón. No podemos ver. Oh, galletas.
Uno de mis bocadillos favoritos son los Twinkies.
Oh, show it a little bit more to your side. We cannot see it. No
One
podemos.
side. There you go.
Aquí. Perfecto. Perfecto.
Son pequeños pasteles amarillo rellenos de crema. Me gusta comerlos en diferentes momentos. Se procede a las personas de la peculiar los minions.
Galletilla, galletas. Si comemos demasiadas galletas,
Gordo.
sí, entonces estamos muy gordos, then we feel really fat. Pero, okay, galletas amarillas, yellow. ¿Por qué así son? Me gusta muchísimo, gracias. ¿Quién tiene algo más? Who's got something else?
I do.
Okay.
Okay, next. Esta es una cuchara de helado. Lo uso para hacer helados de postre. Está hecho de plástico y metal. Es azul y plata.
Azul y de plata. Ok, sí. Es una cuchara para helado. Helado. Y cuidado. Esa palabra helado. When we write it, we need the H. So here's one of the hardest pronunciation, things. That helado, because you work so hard at memorizing it's got H, it's got an H. We don't pronounce that H. We only pronounce the H when it's in the combination of CH. That's the only time that H is pronounced, okay? This is a way that Spanish kind of digressed from French ignores the H too. But some do not. Anyway, helado, and we have to ignore the H at the beginning. El helado. Es una cuchara de helado o para servir helado, ¿no? Fantástico. Una cuchara grandísima. Una cuchara grandísima para servir el helado. Ok, o servir helado. Más. Anybody else?
I can go.
Hey, continúa.
I'm not muted, right?
No, you're not muted.
Okay.
Podemos oírte. We can hear you.
Okay. Voy a hablar una vela.
Una vela.
Sí, una vela. Este vela es electrónico. No necesito, entonces, no necesito fuego. La vela es blanco o de blanco.
Es blanca.
Blanca o de blanca.
Es una vela blanca.
Okay, so
Es una vela blanca.
if it's off-white, you still just say blanco?
Sí. Voy a buscar un poquito. Off-white. Quizás blanquizo. Un momentito. Off-white. Hay un término. There are several for. Blanco crudo. Crudo es raw. I have never heard that one. But blanquecino. Blancuzco. Blancuzco. Momentito. Voy a escribirlo. Blancuzco. We've got all these. This is one of my husband's favorite bugaboos, by the way. It's like I'm gonna make sure I spelled that right. Blancuzco. Okay. Oh no, Blancuzco. There's a great video. It's a little bit advanced. You know, we have lots of words where we say, well, it's white-ish, it's red-ish, right? Don't we do that in English? Yeah. And sadly, there is no one way to say that in Spanish. But blancuzco. It would be rojizo if it were reddish. Rojizo. Blancuzco. That's one of those little endings, that ZCO thing. And then why are you blancuzco? No sé. I don't know why. No sé por qué. There are about 5 different ways to say that something is white-ish or off-white. Es buena. Right. Es buen tema. That's a good theme. Ok. A ver, blancuzco. Una vela. Ok. ¿Y más?
Esta vela es grande y la vela es de plástico, pero otras velas son de cera.
De cera, wax.
Sí. Es para iluminar una habitación o todas las habitaciones. También para sellar la envoltura.
Ok. Bien. Bien, me gusta. Sí, para iluminar, para dar luz, para dar luz a una habitación, a un cuarto, para crear una atmósfera romántica, para dar una luz muy suave, to give a soft light, ¿verdad? Sí, es una vela blanca y tiene baterías. Tiene baterías, no tiene fuego.
Sí.
En mi casa tengo velas así como las tuyas, like yours, porque tengo 5 gatos. No puedo tener una vela de verdad con fuego, porque la cola siempre está moviendo, ¿no? No se puede. Ok. Magnífico. Hiciste bien.
Gracias.
You did well. Hiciste
Gracias.
bien. Ok. Dorothy, ¿tienes algo? ¿Sí o no? Oh, Dorothy, you may have to put yourself on audio. I'm going to unmute you, Dorothy. Momentito. Espera. ¿Dónde estás? Wow. Why can I not find you on my thing? Can you unmute yourself? I should be able to find you on my... I'm hitting unmute. It's not going unmuting. Why is that? Uy, a ver. Dorothy, I'm trying to unmute you, but I think you're going to have to unmute yourself. I don't know why it's not working for me.
Hi. Okay. I'm having a problem with my computer, so I came over to Jeff.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, hola, hola. I was looking in the wrong screen for you, Dorothy.
Yeah. All right. I don't know. Okay. Can you see this now? Good.
Sí, podemos ver. We can see.
Me encanto esta taza. Esta taza es para mi café de la mañana. La taza tiene mi nombre. Ajá.
Tiene tu nombre.
Y también tiene personajes, dibujos de Looney Tunes animales y lugares de Nueva York.
Oh, de Nueva York. Oh.
De Nueva York.
Y Bugs Bunny hace el papel de la estatua de libertad. Me gusta.
En fin, esta taza es mi favorita porque es muy divertida y mi recuerdo de Nueva York.
Ay, un recuerdo. Es un recuerdo. It's a souvenir. Es un recuerdo de Nueva York. Claro. Muy bien. Una taza de cerámica. De muchísimos colores, ¿no?
Yep.
Me gusta, Dorothy. Muchísimas gracias.
Nice.
Ok, está bien. ¿Está bien? Sí, sí. Ok, vale. Magnífico. Bueno, vamos a pasar a otra cosa. We're going to move to a little different theme here now. Denme por favor un momento. Give me a moment. I need to switch my screen positions here. No coopera. Aquí viene. Here it comes. You guys be really happy you don't have to keep track of 2 screens and all my basura, all my trash, all my junk. Bien. Okay. Lo que vamos a hacer, what we're going to do next, we're going to move on a little bit to talking about hobbies. And I do want to share a little screen with you so we can review some things you might hear them talk about. We're going to start off with a little video here. We're going to take a short break and listen to a very short video. You may not understand all of the video, but it's a great listening comprehension video. She's going to talk about a pastime, a hobby that this couple has. Los pasatiempos, guía para conversar. These are just some words you may want to use when you talk about your hobby. Because there's no one thing. You know, there are lots of different phrases or different kinds of verbs we might use when we describe a hobby. We might want to say we like something or we love something. Me gusta, I like. Or if you want to punch it up and make that way more intense, instead of me gusta, you might want to use a me encanta. And notice when I pronounce me encanta, that's a chunk of words. Those 2 words are going to hang together. And the e at the end of me and the e at the start of encanta blend together with just a longer e sound. So it does not sound when somebody speaks it like me encanta, 2 separate words. It sounds like this. Me encanta. Me encanta. You'll just hear that e prolonged because it ends off the word me and it begins the word encanta, me encanta. And that just is an intensification of me gusta. Me encanta, I love something. Not I love a person, but I love an activity or a thing. Me dedico a is often used with professions, what you do as a job, but it can be used with hobbies. Me dedico a. Literally, that means I dedicate myself to. And that means that you do something a lot. In this case, it might be used for a hobby. And the hobby they're going to talk about is ciclismo. Although you're going to hear her using ciclismo in a different word format. Ciclismo is the general word for cycling, biking. Ciclismo. She's going to give it a different form in the video because it's going to be a new word, kind of like ciclismo, a little bit changed, but it's going to refer to a specific way of practicing cycling. Well, you'll see what it means. It's not just like going on your bike on any old street. Practico, I practice. Mi pasatiempos. Pasatiempos is an odd word. It's a plural word, but it doesn't get mis. Pasatiempos, pastimes, it's always with an S at the end, even though it's not plural. Technically, mi pasatiempos es my hobby is. En mis ratos libres. Ratos libres, free time. Ratos are just little chunks of time. En mis ratos libres, in my free time. I do something. So these are all kinds of vocabulary words we may use to talk about our hobbies. And of course, they're just some of many, but those are some. You may want to tell why you do your hobby. Porque me gusta estar al aire libre, if it's an outdoor activity like the one you'll hear in the video, because I like being outdoors. And the way you say outdoors is al aire libre. Al aire libre. Literally to the free air. But we have a word outdoors. And that one word in English, outdoors, is that chunk of words, al aire libre. Uso una cámara digital. Somebody may have photography as a hobby, for example. Lo hago con mi vecino. I do it, and here it is receiving the action. I do it with my neighbor, with my husband, con mi esposo, con mi esposa, with my wife, con mis nietos, with my grandkids. You might want to tell who you do an activity with. Lo hago con. I do it, lo hago con, with, and then you name the human being you do it with, maybe. So these are just ideas of things people might say or use, to talk about their hobby, para que sepan, so you know. What we're going to listen to and look at next will be her talking about a specific type of a pastime, which is kind of interesting because it's cycling, but it's cycling with a twist. It's something specific, a special way they do a certain hobby, or practice a certain hobby in Colombia. And it's kind of interesting because the city fathers, the people who run the city, do some special things in their town to make this hobby more accessible to the masses, to the general guy on the street. So don't feel you must understand every single word. They'll talk a little bit about what you need. She's going to use one term that I personally have never used for bicycle, and you'll know what it is when you see it. Because basically there's one term in Colombia apparently for bicycle, which kind of means like little steel horse. And I have never heard anybody use that term, but because I've always heard people using the term bicicleta or bici for short, like we say bike for short. So she's going to talk about this hobby. Oop, and I do need to start part way in because part of it is advertisement for italki, which we don't need to do. Okay. And we'll get started. I've got to go to share screen. Okay.
Antes de todo, Cody, pronunciación no es lo mismo que acento.
Oh, perdón. Sorry, guys. I got the wrong video. Por culpa mía, my fault. Whoop. Momentito. This is called hit the right tab. Otra vez. We'll try this again.
María.
Y yo soy Cody.
Una de nuestras actividades favoritas en Bogotá ocurre cada semana.
Yeah, and the best part about it, it's for free. Totalmente gratis.
¿Quieres saber más? En esta actividad de escucha en español vamos a aprender vocabulario acerca de actividades al aire libre.
Además, vamos a tener unos quizzes para ver cuánto entendiste durante el video.
Si estás interesado, quédate con nosotros.
¿Te gusta montar en bicicleta?
Me encanta montar en bici, en cicla, En mi caballito de acero.
Okay. So there's lots of ways to say bicycle in Spanish, right?
Bueno, sí, bici es la manera corta de decir bicicleta. Bici. Pero en Colombia es muy común escuchar la palabra cicla. Y a veces en las noticias dicen caballito de acero.
So that's like a steel horse?
Sí, un caballito de acero.
Okay.
A Cody y a mí nos encanta montar en bici y por eso una de nuestras actividades favoritas para hacer en Bogotá es ir a...
Cyclaruta!
No. Nuestra actividad favorita es ir a
¡Ciclovía!
La ciclovía es una actividad que ocurre todos los domingos y festivos.
¿Qué es un festivo?
Bueno, un festivo es un día en donde mucha gente no trabaja y tampoco estudia. Un festivo generalmente es un domingo o, por ejemplo, el Día de la Independencia. Todos los domingos y festivos, muchas calles principales en Bogotá están cerradas. Las personas usan este espacio para hacer diferentes actividades al aire libre.
¿Cómo cuáles?
Puedes ver a muchas personas montando en bici. Hasta la policía monta en bici en ciclovía. También hay gente corriendo o trotando. Algunas personas usan cascos y otras no. Muchas personas también sacan a sus perros a caminar o a correr. No solo vas a ver gente montando en bici o trotando. A muchas personas también les encanta patinar. Puedes ver a las mamás empujando los coches con sus bebés en sus patines, gente llevando a sus perros mientras ellos patinan y niños y adultos aprendiendo a patinar. Si lo tuyo no es correr o trotar o montar en bici, no te preocupes. También hay espacio para hacer yoga y bailar. Hay tarimas en donde los instructores dirigen actividades como aeróbicos o zumba.
Bueno. Creo que es hora del primer quiz en este video.
¿Estás listo?
Empecemos.
La ciclovía en Bogotá ocurre todos los días, todos los domingos, todos los festivos. Todos los domingos y festivos. La ciclovía en Bogotá ocurre todos los domingos y festivos. ¿Cómo se llama esto? ¿Una cáscara? ¿Un casco? ¿Una caca? ¿Un cacao? Esto es un casco. En ciclovía puedes montar en bici, pero también puedes montar en moto, jugar tenis, montar a caballo, patinar. En ciclovía también puedes patinar. La instructora de aeróbicos está parada en una silla, tabla, tarima, pedestal. La instructora está parada en una tarima.
¿Cómo vas? ¿Respondiste bien esas preguntas?
Espero que sí. Vamos a continuar. Atención. Después de tanta actividad física, seguro vas a sudar. Te da mucho calor, pero tranquilo. Si no llevas agua o algo para tomar, puedes hacer una pausa en uno de estos lugares. Puedes comprar frutas, agua y jugos. La ciclovía está abierta de 7 de la mañana a 2 de la tarde. Si quieres, puedes ir de un extremo de la ciudad hasta el otro extremo, como por ejemplo este hombre.
¿Con qué frecuencia viene a la ciclovía y cuál es la actividad que más le gusta hacer?
Bueno, yo participo todos los domingos. Desde que estoy aquí en Bogotá, lo hago todos los domingos. Hoy estoy un poco tarde, pero salgo tipo 6 de la mañana, 6:30. Le doy la vuelta total a Bogotá, incluido subiendo patios también.
Si tienes problemas con tu bici, puedes llevarla a uno de estos lugares en donde te ayudan a arreglarla. No es caro. En Bogotá es muy común montar en bici para ir a trabajar o a estudiar. Durante el resto de la semana, cuando no hay ciclovía, puedes usar las ciclorrutas. Son estos caminos angostos en el andén. Bueno, ¿estás listo para el último quiz?
Empecemos.
Cuando haces ejercicio es normal llorar, sudar, dormir, gritar. Cuando haces ejercicio es normal sudar. Si tu bici tiene problemas durante la ciclovía, no te preocupes. Algunas personas pueden fijarla, arreglarla, dañarla, venderla. Si tienes problemas con tu bici, algunas personas pueden arreglarla. ¿A qué hora termina la ciclovía? ¿A las 7 de la mañana? ¿A las 7 de la noche? ¿A las 2 de la mañana? ¿A las 2 de la tarde? La ciclovía termina a las 2 de la tarde. Montar en bici en Bogotá es extraño, común, aburrido, caro. Montar en bici en Bogotá es común.
Bueno, ¿cómo te fue?
A nosotros nos encanta montar en bici. ¿Y a ti? ¿Qué actividad al aire libre te gusta hacer?
Cuéntanos en los comentarios de abajo.
Ok, está bien. Bueno, and I will give you the link to that. Perdón. So that you can check it out again, listen again. And when you listen to it next time, you can hit that little CC box at the bottom of the YouTube screen, and it will put up, commentary, running commentary, closed captions, subtitles, if you will, subtítulos. CC, closed captions, es para subtítulos. Okay, está bien. It does not matter that you understand all of that. It matters that you could follow the gist of what they're talking about. Pasatiempos. And they were talking about pasatiempos, los pasatiempos al aire libre. Todos los pasatiempos no hacemos todos los pasatiempos al aire libre. We don't do all of our hobbies outdoors. Todo el tiempo, no. A ver. So let's see. Is there anybody who wants to talk about a hobby? Un pasatiempos. And this is probably a little harder than describing our object that we had earlier. Is there anybody who wants to do a pastime thing?
Oh, I'll start. If nobody wants to start, I'll start. It's a continuation. Me gusta mucho hacer ganchillo. Tengo que hacer ganchillo por mi familia y mis amigas, como bufandas, bolsas y sombreros. Tengo que hacer ganchillo por más de 40 años.
40 años.
Sí.
Eres experta.
No. A menudo hago dos proyectos al mismo tiempo. También hago sombreros y mantas para bebés nuevos en honor de hospitales. Hago más de 100 sombreros cada año. Pero los hospitales necesitan más de 6,000 a cada año.
6,000.
6,000.
6,000. 6,000.
Tengo que hacer ganchillo más.
Ay, 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 ay. 6,000. Es un montón. That's a ton. Y se dice, here's a nice term, newborns.
Yes.
So the circumlocution, if you don't remember this whole thing, is just nuevos bebés. Yeah, new babies. Somebody would understand you. You know?
Nuevos not at the end, at the beginning.
Yeah, so, yeah, sí. Un nuevo bebé, a new baby, because, well, it's just new, but that doesn't tell you a wrinkly baby versus a pink baby. Yeah, you kind of get the idea. Okay, but a really more specific term, because what you're doing is bebés recién nacidos. So I'd put that in the chat box. Bebés, babies, recién, recently, nacidos, born. Bebés recién nacidos. That's newborns. That's a mouthful. Bebés recién nacidos.
Yeah.
Those are newborns. And the kind of hat that they use es un gorro. It's really a cap. Yeah? ¿Sí? ¿No?
Sí.
No? Bien. Es más un gorro. The term for that is really more a cap, isn't it?
Garro?
Gorro.
Gorro.
Un gorro. A gorro is a gorro is a cap you would pull down over your head, something knitted, something that specifically is going to keep it warm. Un gorro. If you change it to an a at the end, gorra, it becomes slightly different. It's still a head covering. A gorra is more like a baseball cap. Gorra is more of a cap. It's not really there so much to keep your head warm. It's more there to cover it.
Right.
But un gorro, there is something that's knitted that you pull down over your ears, right?
Right.
So, gorro. Gorro. Ella hace, she makes, hace gorros para los bebés recién nacidos. Es fantástico. ¿Hay más o no? Is there more? ¿Tienes más? No. Ok, bien. ¿Hay alguien que tiene un pasatiempos especial?
I can go.
Bien. Dinos.
Mi pasatiempos favorito es viajar. Me encanta ir a nuevos lugares y visitar museos, catedrales, palacios. Me gustan especialmente los museos de arte, donde puede ver pinturas de Dalí, Miro, Picasso. Me gusta probar comida nueva, pero ahora no puedo viajar.
No, qué triste. Qué triste, qué triste. Ahora no podemos viajar por ningún lado. We can't go anyplace. Bien. Tengo una palabra nueva en la cajita de charlar, a little chat box. Sí, probar es taste, like sample, right? Puedo viajar. Los beneficios de viajar son visitar museos. Otro beneficio de viajar es probar comida nueva. ¿Sí? Probar comida especial. Especialidades de un país, como paella, como gazpacho, como tamales, lo que sea. ¿Bien? Vale. Magnífico. Bien. Su, ¿tienes algo?
Me?
Sí,
Okay.
sí.
Yep.
Continúa.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
jardinería, gardening.
Me gusta crece cactus.
Cactus.
Cactus. Yo tengo 120 tipos de cactus. Algunos son grandes y otros pequeños.
Otros son pequeños. Y
algunos-
tienen flores.
Algunos son dolorosos si toca. Así que no toca mis cactus.
Exacto. El mandato, the command for that would be no toquen, don't touch.
Okay.
That would be a hey you guys, don't touch. Command, no toquen.
Okay.
No toquen los cactus. No toquen los cactus. No toquen los cactus. Don't touch the cacti. Qué difícil es el inglés. Cacti. No es cactuses, es cacti. Pero no, en español el cactus, y los cactus.
Los cactus. Okay.
Los cactus. Tus cactus tienen flores rosadas, ¿no? Sí, la foto Sue, que tienes en la foto, el cacto tiene flores rosadas, flores rosadas, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Bien. Ahora mis cactus ya no tienen flores. Quizás dentro de poco, maybe in a little while. Ok, bien, gracias. ¿Alguien tiene otro pasatiempo? Does anybody have a different hobby? Bien, ok. Sí. Es Isaac, ¿no? Bien, ok. Y Isaac, make sure you're unmuted. I'm going to try to unmute you or unmute yourself there. Bien, vale.
Mi pasatiempo son los deportes. Me gusta mucho caminar en las montañas,
Las montañas.
Montar mi bicicleta, juego de béisbol, de básquetbol, son todos los deportes.
Todos los deportes. ¿Te gustan todos los deportes?
Jugar chess, backgammon.
Bien, ok, sí. Chess es un juego muy popular en los países de hispanohablantes. El ajedrez es chess. El ajedrez. Ajedrez es un término, una palabra del árabe. Ajedrez is a word that comes from the Arabic. El ajedrez. Pero es un juego, no es un deporte, ¿verdad? Es un juego, it's a game, right? Juegos y deportes. Deportes, y se puede decir, one thing you can say, I'm going to give you some new little vocabulary words, because I know when we were talking in our chat time before class, we talked a little bit about, all those little words like en or a or de, it's confusing. Which little preposition do I use? And if you want to say camino en las montañas, you can definitely say it that way. En las montañas, I walk in the mountains. You can also, if you want to give it a more meandering feel, you can change that word en. And you can switch out en for this preposition, camino por las montañas. Here's something you can do to bump up your communication just a little bit. camino en las montañas, I walk in the mountains. Pero camino por las montañas, I walk through the mountains. That gives you a sense of maybe more distance, right? Because I walk.
What about sobre?
¿Perdón?
Sobre las montañas.
Sobre. Sobre es más como, would be more like giving the idea of on top of, like over the tops, which you may do. But if you're talking about, like, let's say through a path, let's say hiking, and there is a special term for hiking, el senderismo. El senderismo es hiking as a noun, not as a verb. El senderismo, that is the hobby of going out on trails for a long, long distance, okay? Not just walking in your neighborhood. El senderismo. Por las montañas would be a better one, or en. But sobre kind of gives you the idea of like on top of. So we probably don't want sobre. But these are all those little words that it's hard to tweak and, you know, just get them right. But en or por. Por makes it sound like you go a long ways. Because it means all through, all around. Okay, vale, magnífico. ¿Alguien más? Somebody else? Bien, Amy, dinos, tell us something. Dinos algo.
Let's see. A ver, what?
A ver, let's see. A ver.
Me gusta hacer rompecabezas.
¡Rompecabezas!
Muchos de mis rompecabezas son difíciles. Prefiero 1000
las piezas
o más. 1000 piezas o más.
1000 piezas, 1000 pieces, guy.
Sí. Puedo trabajar por horas. Mis favoritas tienen muchos colores y a veces mis perros lo hacen muy difícil porque quieren mi atención.
¿Quieren jugar con las piezas? Sí.
Sí. Cuando siento todos los perros quieren pues sentarse
quieren sentarse, quieren sentarse.
Y muchos perros, 4 perros.
4.
Sí. Y
Qué preciosos.
3 boys. Hermano.
3 perros.
3 perros y una perra.
Una perra. Y una perra.
Perros. The girl, she's good.
Sí. A ver.
¿Cómo se dice needy?
Oh.
The boys
quieren atención. They want attention.
Sí.
Quieren atención. Sí, es lo mismo con las mascotas. Las mascotas requieren el amor de nosotros. Sí, cada día. Y así es. Bien. Mejor que no comen las piezas. Better they don't eat them. Ok. A ver, muy bien. ¿Alguien más? Anybody else? Bien. Magnífico.
Ok. Mi pasatiempo favorito es montar en mi bicicleta. Me gusta montar en...
cut out. Oop.
En bicicleta.
Okay, wait, back up a little bit because we could not hear you.
Yeah, I have a little bit of a difficult connection.
That's okay. That happens. That happens
okay.
to us all. Paciencia, patience.
Okay. Y puedo cubrir más terreno que excursionismo.
Okay. Me encanta el ciclismo. I love cycling.
También montar en bicicleta es un buen ejercicio.
Es buen ejercicio, sí.
Y es bueno para la salud.
Es bueno para la salud, sí.
Si no eres atropellado por un coche.
Atropellado.
Okay, exactly.
Entonces, no montas en bicicleta o montas en bicicleta en la calle con los carros.
On the street, la calle, yes.
En la calle, sí.
Yes, sí. No en montañas, no. Un problema donde vivimos son las muchas colinas.
Colinas.
O sea, montar en bicicleta es difícil a veces.
Es difícil, pero por eso es buen ejercicio, ¿no?
Okay. Sí.
Por eso es buen ejercicio porque hay que subir las colinas y bajar es más divertido, bajar, ¿no? Es más divertido bajar por bicicleta, pero subir y bajar te cuesta, it costs you, te cuesta.
Sí.
Es buen ejercicio, bueno para el corazón. ¿Bien?
Una de mis vacaciones sueñas es montar mi bicicleta a través de los Estados Unidos.
Sería una aventura. That would be an adventure.
Espero hacer eso en 2 años.
En 2 años.
Si Dios y mi esposa estupenda y mis piernas quieren.
Okay. El viaje por todos los Estados Unidos en bicicleta, ¿es un viaje organizado con un grupo?
Solamente. Solo.
Wow. Eres aventuroso.
We'll see. I bet.
Bien. Ok. Para mí es todo lo opuesto. Yo tengo un poco de miedo.
Right.
Tengo un poco de miedo a montar en bicicleta en la calle. Para mí, estoy más relajada montar en bicicleta en el parque, en el sendero. Pero es difícil. Hay rocas, hay piedras, hay cactus. Ok. Y así es. Vale. Muy bien. ¿Hay alguien más? Anybody else? ¿Sí o no? No. Ok. Bien. Wow. We took a little bit longer, but that's okay. Está bien. I am going to do a little short lesson on the, and we'll probably have to carry this over a little bit into next week, but that's okay. Todo está bien. It's all good. I do want your homework for speaking for next week will be to talk a little bit about yourself as an introduction. Include me llamo, my name is, and it's totally open. Talk for maybe a minute. You might want to say where you're from originally. Soy de, por ejemplo, mi ejemplo, sí. Me llamo Marilyn y soy de Michigan. Originalmente soy de Michigan, pero viví 11 años en Chicago. Y ahora vivo, hoy en día, these days, hoy en día, ahora vivo en Fountain Hills. Vivo muy cerca del parque de McDowell Mountain. Vivo muy cerca del parque de McDowell Mountain. ¿Sí? Tengo un esposo de 30 años. Tengo 2 hijos. Tengo 2 hijos que ahora en los tiempos de coronavirus viven con nosotros. Los hijos viven con nosotros porque vivimos en los tiempos de coronavirus y es mejor así. Pero, mis pasatiempos son coser, sewing, y leer, y la fotografía, y montar en bici, y todo eso. You can talk about anything that you want. Me encanta cocinar. Me encanta cocinar y hornear pasteles, hornear pan para la familia. Porque ahora somos 4 en la casa. Y tengo 5 gatos, que es larga historia, which is a long story. Es una larga historia que no quiero oír ahora, pero tenemos 5 gatos adoptados. Adopted. Ok, a ver. Entonces, sí, talk about anything you want to say about yourself, anything that gives everybody in the group a sense of who you are, what you like, what you do. Soy maestra, obviamente, right? I didn't include the what I do for a living because that's obvious. Es obvio. Bien. Okay, so include anything. If you have any questions about that with vocabulary as the week progresses and you're thinking that through, feel free to email me. That's fine. We're going to do a quick mini lesson, but we'll continue this on. Next week, para que sepan, so that you know, we are going to take a look again a little bit at, we'll continue this idea of when we use el, la, los, and las a little bit, but principally, we're going to take a look at 2 verbs that we use as a twofer, meaning you're going to have to link 2 verbs. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at that chunking words idea, but the verb side of it. We focused more on the noun and adjective side of it. And next week, we're going to seg a little bit more to the verb side of it. We're going to look at 2 verbs next week. And the 2 verbs are going to be ir, to say you're going to do something. You don't have to prepare anything for that yet, because you're going to see how it all links together. Ir plus the little word a, here's one of those troublesome words, the little word a, which has to be there, ir, a, and an infinitive. So next week, we're going to learn how to say you're going to do something, or somebody is going to do something. My husband is going to fix the electrical socket. My kids are gonna wash the dishes this week. Yeah, you can tell what we're frustrated with in our house. Okay, my son is going to fix his car battery. Going to. We're going to learn how to link some verbs together. And the second verb we're going to work on a little bit is can. Going to and can. Going to and can. Because here are the 2 verbs that we wind up linking in everyday conversation, really high frequency. I can do this. He can do this. They can do this. Going to do this. Going to do that. We're going to work those 2 verbs. There are loads and loads and loads of verbs in Spanish that you can link together in 2 verb phrases. And we're going to take some mini steps to do just those two, okay? And they're going to be, I'm going to type them in the box, ir and poder. So you're going to learn those two verbs. Ir, to go. So we're going to learn to say that somebody's going to do something. And poder, which is can, well, okay, able to. But we usually express it as can. Somebody can do something. So we're going to learn how to use those. I'll show you 2 pages. I will, in the email, send you the pages in the textbook that talk about those 2 verbs so that you see what they look like. That is going to be our main thrust. But we are going to have to do some cleanup because we didn't get to this, and that's okay. We're going to take a look at a little bit this idea of the definite article. So we're going to start this because we don't have time to get into it a lot, and I'm sorry I'm going over. Perdón. So I'm cheating a little bit here. I am debating in my mind which are the best things for me to talk about. Okay, this question came up a lot. So I'll send you the link. You need not take copious notes because I will send you this whole file. And you can download it to your computer, you can print it, you can do whatever is comfortable for you. This comes up a lot, and we'll continue with this next week. These little words like the and and, do I use it? Do I drop it? When I do Duolingo, when I read stuff, when I hear stuff, I hear people using el, la, los, las, un, una, unos, unas, and I hear them not using it. What the heck? What am I supposed to do? So there is no magic formula I can give you about this, but here's what I'm going to preface it with because it should kind of take a burden off of you. In general, Spanish does use that definite article, and the definite article just means the word the. That's all it is. It's a special grammar term. It doesn't matter that you know the term definite article, just know it means the word the. So the word the, el, la, los, and las. You know what? In general, it seems like we use that a lot more often in Spanish than we do in English. And I think that in general, that impression is accurate. We do use it probably more in Spanish than we do in English. But there are going to be some guidelines to keep in mind. Now, here's the little caveat, or the little earworm, or the little voice in the back of your head. Does it matter if I get that wrong? So here's what I'm going to tell you. It doesn't matter a lot if you get that a little bit wrong. Don't stress over it. It is nice to sound wonderfully fluent and get it right all the time, but it is not, using el, la, los, o las incorrectly is not a make it or break it scenario. So do not let this be the pause in speaking that totally messes up your brain. Don't let it be that, because if you get it wrong, somebody will still get the general idea. You know, yes, getting the gender and the number of the word the is great, but it is more important to get your main vocabulary words right, because that is the piece of communication that is more important to get your idea across. People who are listening to you can tolerate grammar mistakes a little bit better. Your goal is to make yourself understood. And yes, we would all love to be perfect, but this is a journey, okay? So here's the thing we're going to start with today, and where I'll leave off with. When do I use the? When do I not use the? And we're going to take scenario number 1 today before we leave our session. I, that word I. I, in English, there is, there are. I. And we never pronounce it hi. You should not hear the H. Remember that H is silent. It's there, but we don't say it. I. Whenever you use that verb I, do not use the word the. Do not use the definite article. You might use un, una, unos, unas, a. You never, never, never use the. El, la, los, las with I. So look at this as our first case scenario with articles, because I is one of the first verbs you ever use. And we use it first because it just says that something exists. It's out there. And I doesn't get different conjugations. Yay. That's wonderful. And whenever we use there is or there are, we never, never, never use el, la, los, or las. Okay, so, por ejemplo, entonces, por ejemplo, hay fruta en la nevera. There's fruit in the fridge. Hay fruta en la nevera. Hay muchos jóvenes en la playa. There are lots of, I can say lots of, but I can't say the. I can say lots of. I can say things that say quantities, be they general or specific. Hay muchos jóvenes en la playa. There are lots of young people at the beach. Hay muchos jóvenes en la playa, but no, la playa, yeah, that gets a the. But jóvenes does not get the word the. En la ciudad hay mucho tráfico. In the city, there's lots of traffic. Hay tráfico, there's traffic. Hay mucho tráfico, there's lots of traffic. Hay crema para el café. Is there cream for the coffee? Hay crema para el café. So I will never use the word el, la, los, or las right after it. Hay crema, hay jóvenes, hay fruta, hay tráfico. Whenever you're using I, don't ever use el, la, los, las. Boom. Okay? That's a nice, easy rule to keep in mind. You will always omit the with the verb I. You can use the indefinite. You can use quantities with I, but you never use the. So somebody may, por ejemplo, for example, somebody might say, hay una farmacia. Is there a pharmacy? You know, yeah, they might put in an una. Hay unos edificios históricos aquí. There are some historic buildings here. Hay mucho ruido. Mucho just gives you a really vague quantity, a lot, right? Hay mucho. Hay mucho ruido. There's lots of noise. Hay dos vuelos a Phoenix mañana. There are 2 flights to Phoenix mañana. So you might have a número with hay, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, 100, 100, whatever the number is. I can use numbers after I. I can use general vague quantities like mucho, right? I can use a or an, right? Or some. Un, una, unos, unas. But I never use el, la, los, las with I. Bien? There's our mini chunk of articles. El artículo definido, a definite article. There's our mini chunk with definite article. I will send you the link to that. And don't gotta go try to plow through all of it unless you're totally comfortable with that. But just kind of review that piece of why we don't use an article with I, or when we don't use an article with I. And the other thing to prepare will be to talk about yourself as an introduction to talk about yourself. You may talk about your personality, your profession, where you're from, anything that you wish to give, any information you wish to give about yourself. That's the only speaking prep you have to get ready. ¿Está bien? Bueno, ¿tienen ustedes preguntas? ¿Tienen ustedes preguntas? Do you guys have any questions before we leave? I will send you an email that lists every file we used, our video that we watched and the link to this posting on YouTube in case you have to review something or in case you have to send it to somebody in class. They should get this as well. But anyway, it will have the link for the YouTube if you had to rewatch something. Y eso es todo. Eso es todo para hoy, para lunes, all for Monday. Todo está bien. Perdón por hablar demasiado. I'm sorry for talking a little too much, but I wanted to take that extra 10 minutes to fit in that little tiny bit about the. Y eso es todo. Bien. Si no hay preguntas, if there are no questions, entonces vamos a terminar la clase para hoy. Sí, fue un placer. It was a pleasure. Bien. Y ustedes tienen algo para preparar. You have something to prepare a little bit for next week. Para la semana que viene, ¿verdad? Vale. Fantástico. Entonces, eso es todo. Nos vemos el lunes. Será julio. It will be July already.
Oh.
Okay. Cuídense mucho. Take care of yourselves, folks, out there, because our case numbers are not looking good in Arizona right now. Cuídense mucho. Take good care of yourselves. Y todo está bien. Hasta luego, ¿verdad?
Adiós.
Adios. And we'll start 15 minutes early for people to chit chat as ever they want to, 15 minutes early before lesson time next week. ¿Está bien? Nos vemos.
Adiós.
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 Nos vemos el lunes.